this is Shira, and this is the Virgo full moon report for March 18th, 2022. Now, to get started, we have the sun at 27 degrees Pisces, and we have the moon opposition at also 27 degrees Virgo. Now, to get an idea of what the full moon will have in store for us, we have to first look at what these planets and the signs represent. So the sun is representative of Pisces. Pisces is about compassion, sympathy, kindness. It is representative of the 12th house. And the 12th house is about mysteries, it is about healing, it is about behind the scenes. So, part of the full moon connection will represent just that. Secrets behind the scenes, sympathy, compassion, and healing. Then, on the other hand, we have Virgo. Virgo is representative of the 6th house. Virgo is about perfection, about a critical eye, making sure everything lines up just right and is in good order. And Virgo is fussiness. Virgo represents the 6th house of the mundane, pets, and our health. And equally, this is what Virgo and Pisces, even in their opposition, have in common: health and healing. So this focus on the full moon on March 18th, or just before or just after, we'll be focusing much on the healing aspects of our condition, health, and wellness. But it may not be so much as physical health or a disease or anything similar, which it very well may. Yes, could there be a cure? Yes. There is going to be information that comes about because of health and wellness, but it can be about healing from the soul, how we feel, our state of mind. And this is what both Pisces and Virgo represent. Virgo is very fussy or critical, sometimes skeptical. So we will be very skeptical of sympathies, charity that is brought about now. And we will have a critical eye to that which needs to be repaired or fixed up. And although this is a full moon, we may go overboard about our emotions, because Pisces and the stellium in Pisces are in a water sign. Now, because of the opposition between Virgo and Pisces, not only will we be very critical about our personal mental state, but yes, physical state, how to repair probable health issues or medicine, and of course, our charity. Is it well disposed to other people? And we may not want to be overly particular to those that are closest to us in our lives. And of course, as always, where this full moon is in your personal birth chart is much more felt and more important. So we have Neptune at 23 degrees Pisces, Jupiter within about 5 degrees and gaining a closer or applying a closer conjunction to Neptune in Pisces. And we have Mercury within roughly 4 or 5 degrees conjoining Jupiter. So, although it is a full moon, this is actually pretty good. But remember, Neptune is about deception. It is about confusion. And although Neptune is at its highest, although not most elevated, in Pisces, it is making a conjunction to the Sun and opposing the full moon in Virgo. So there could be some secrets that come about now that may make us uncomfortable. We may feel like we had all the answers and knew just what was going on wherever this full moon is in our personal birth chart, but we may have a rude awakening because Pisces, remember, is the house of the unknown and secrets. Although this is a great time, because of whatever information comes about now that may make us feel uncomfortable or confused, will actually benefit us in the long run. Because we do have Neptune involved. Yes, the confuser, but remember, Pisces and Virgo are about healing and health. So we must take that Virgo critical eye to all the cards that are on the table before us. However, because of this opposition with the moon in Virgo to the Sun and Neptune, we may have a feeling, because of our kindness and our charity, that sometimes we may feel taken advantage of, or to be more blunt, used. So take a step back, because the full moon is, because it is Virgo, is saying if you feel like a situation has become intolerable now or has become imbalanced and you are giving too much and receiving too little, then perhaps this is time for a change. And that's part of Virgo's knack for dissemination and order, and the opposition to create balance. But nonetheless, the Pisces connection is going to be very prominent as far as our sympathies, giving nature. We might be a little bit taken by that who will give us a sob story and put out a bit much in the way of giving or charity. But if we can take a hint from Virgo and develop that knack of skepticism, then maybe that will not go overboard, or we will not go overboard in our sympathies. Now, we do have Saturn in Aquarius now at 20 degrees, and we have Venus, Mars still making a conjunction, however, now in Aquarius. And Aquarius is about the collective. It is about giving, but not in the Pisces style of giving. It is about giving as far as kindness and humanity and a detached love for our fellow man. So this, to some degree, represents a Pisces idealization, but it's Aquarius. So Aquarius also represents what? It represents technology, it represents the unpredictable and the unexpected. Aquarius is genius, unique. It does represent the internet, and it represents our friendliness or our coldness. And right now, that very magnetic Venus-Mars conjunction is in Aquarius, and it is making an opposition to Uranus at 12 degrees Taurus, which is the depositor. And Taurus is our earth. And Taurus can sometimes be representative of the bully and sensual delights and our earth and how we are grounded in our decision making and very sensible because it is an earth sign. And these two qualities between Uranus and Taurus and Venus Mars in Aquarius really don't have much in common other than they are fixed signs, and as such they are immovable but yet very loyal. So when you have the rebellious and unpredictable action-oriented Mars with the affectionate Venus hooking up this month and opposing Uranus, then you can always expect the unexpected. There could be great conflict and a very opinionated and immovable attitude amongst the masses. And Aquarius rules the 11th house. And so there will be a lot of opinions being thrown around about right, wrong, justice, principles, religion, spirituality. And there's either going to be the black or the white. There's going to be peace or there's going to be conflict. And Mars in the Uranian Aquarius can act rather unpredictably and belligerently, possibly because of the square to Uranus. So yes, in the actions of those around us and within the collective, there may be certain aggressive actions that are taken that are not going to be very popular amongst the public and the masses. But because of these unpredictable actions, we will develop more charity and kindness because of these aggressive attitudes. And we will have to quelch them somehow. However, the good side is there could be some expansion and new knowledge regarding technology, but we will have to be careful of communications regarding the internet, space travel, especially since Saturn is in Aquarius. And Saturn rules what? Saturn rules Capricorn. And Aquarius is about the future. So this is a great aspect. Saturn in Aquarius is elevated. So the theme of space, technological advancement, and original style and unique creativity will be on the scene, and especially with Venus and Mars, especially since Venus rules beauty, is on the scene. So we will have this sense of expressing and asserting our originality and daring. But we will have to be careful of sudden and unpredictable, over-the-top attitudes and actions. The right and the wrong with no gray area will have to find a way of meeting in the middle and not being overly critical and feeling like we are taken advantage of. But with generous Jupiter and sympathetic Neptune there, this is a great time to heal. Also a great time for the psychical, the metaphysical will become very prominent as well. Now we do have Pluto inching closer to Aquarius, although Pluto will not go into the sign of Aquarius for some time yet. Pluto now at 28 degrees will have somewhat of an Aquarian sense to Pluto. And this is very strong, especially right at a planet goes at 0 degrees of a new sign, and when the planet leaves the sign at 29 degrees. Now this is not yet at 29 degrees, but it is extremely powerful because now that sense of unity, that sense of the future, the sense that there is change in the air, the sense of humanity, the collective, is going to connect with the Plutonian explosiveness, the Plutonian Pluto intensity and passion. And with that said, that sense of togetherness and unity, or the opposition on the other end of the collective, the sense of diversion, will be more well known now. But Pluto is still in Capricorn, so there's going to be conflict or issues with authority, with the finance, especially since Pluto is inching closer to the unpredictable Aquarius. So watch your money now, your investments, and we must watch out for conflicts with those in power or authority, especially with all this Aquarius stellium. So the issue is to give and not expect in return, to discern and to make sure that we are not taken advantage of because of our love. But Pisces has a way of ruling karma, so there's never too much in the way of generosity with Pisces. If we can give unconditionally, no matter how criticized we are, no matter how much of a fussy air we take, watch out for some of the bullying and conflict, the unpredictable, maybe even some of the natural disasters because of this Earth and Aquarius emphasis. Well, then this full moon will be one of giving and love. If you'd like to get in touch with me, my contact information is down below. I give one-on-one readings and written reports. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell notification. Until next time, many, many blessings.